Well, hello. Uh, I I I thought I had an intro, but I guess I hit a button, so the intro's gone. So I wasn't quite ready to talk yet, but it's fine. It's all good. We're good over here. How are you? Oh no! Don't send up the stormtroopers! Quick, Princess Leia, down the garbage chute! Why are the walls closing in on us? Oh no! We need a Jedi. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? This is E Honda 420, or I was gonna change my name again just to fuck with everybody. I was thinking about E Honda 42,000, just because because 42,000 isn't 420, and yet everyone would know, right? 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 Or late or gay. Yeah, I'm gay and late. But I hope everybody out there is doing well. How is the trans community doing out there tonight with your gun rights at risk? I don't know. I thought we'd talk about that for a minute tonight if you guys wanted to. But lawfully armed, how are you doing before we get into it?
Great. Nothing new to report, but I'm good. I'm excited for this topic.
All right. All right. And Mr. Ohio of the Patriots value. What up?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Word. What's up, all the gay frogs out there? I hope you guys are doing good. Daniel says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fatigued is everyone?
100,000.
Do you live in an area that's got lots of fatigue going on?
Yes.
Like when you go to the store, what percentage of things are behind locked glass that you have to get help for?
It depends on what section of the store I'm in.
Yeah.
Overall.
Like maybe 15%.
Oh, wow. You're not nearly as bad as me.
Yeah, well, I also don't live in a major city. I live in a minor one.
Yeah, it's like 50 fucking percent here, dude. Like you go to Walmart and every other fucking thing that you fucking need besides like, dude, and even like certain stuff, they put in these like sleeves that you have to have them unlock at the front and will set off a fucking like cheese and stuff that you wouldn't think like, and I guess people steal it. So you got to fucking like get your fucking thing off the cheese before you can eat it, Yeah,
It's
Rip
the
Curl says,
electronics and the sex toys here.
dude, it's like 50% here. I would say it's like half of the stuff that's not just like, I don't know, minute rice or fucking soda or something,
I'd say that there was more stuff behind like locked pegboard things than there are in actual cases and things like that.
Well, the annoying thing too is like, all right, like I need some underwear, right? So I go to the store to buy some underwear. Oh, all of the underwear is behind glass. So I gotta have like the lady come over and like fucking stand there and look at me while I'm checking out the underwear that I might want to put on and feeling the material. Like I feel very uncomfortable with this now because there's like this fucking like lady like fucking staring me down, fucking trying to make me hurry up while I choose which underwear I want. Like I should have known before she opened the thing, Maybe I should have. I don't know, but I can't feel the material. I don't know what that shit feels like by looking at it. You know what I mean?
Shame on you.
They're about to make the hard R's great again.
Yeah.
I do have to show you guys something.
Where's Corey when you need him?
Apparently there's a football player for Western Michigan or Eastern Michigan or some sort of Michigan State University whose name is that. And someone sent it to me as a gift.
Who would have ever possibly done that?
A certain Spumino of the Dino Spumoni. Anyway, I thought that was pretty funny and pertinent and very pertinent. Rip Curl Readiness says, soon Walmart is going to shut their doors to the public and you will only be able to order online and have it delivered or pick up locally in the parking lot. This is the only way they will be able to stop the theft. Dude, it's like one step away from that here. They're literally one... Dude, it's gotten to the point where, like, not even Walmart, just the regular grocery store, which sells just groceries, right? They have a guy at the front door checking your receipt as you leave to make sure that you paid. Like, I went in the other day, like, because I was working on my son's car all covered in grease and shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I had to pick up some stuff to make dinner and some milk and this and that. So I got, like, you know, like $70 worth of stuff. Dude, they were eyeballing me. I guess I looked a little homeless or something. I'm not sure, bro, but...
Would you say that they were profiling you?
Well, I was dirty. I kind of looked like, you know, one might look if they were sleeping on the streets for a while or something, but it was just like car grease from fucking working on a transmission, you know?
Yeah.
So, but it's all good. Yeah, they do want to make the hard R's great again. It's funny that you can talk about the crime statistics now. Like, for instance, that if you are white, you are 31 times more likely to be violently assaulted by someone who's black than someone who's black being assaulted by someone who's white. Now, of course, the non-cross-racial crime is still the worst, i.e., black on black, Hispanic on Hispanic, white on white crime are all the major chunks of the demographics of where the crime falls. However, the majority of the crime is by a certain demographic, and the majority of the cross-racial crime is, again, the same demographic.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like you can say, what the fuck, black people? Get your shit together online. And it's not racist. It's like acknowledging reality.
Yeah.
That was one of those first one to talk type things. I don't know. Well, I mean, bro, like, look at this situation about what happened to this girl, Ukrainian girl, whatever, fucking model on that bus. She sat down. She wasn't paying attention to her situation around her. The dude, obviously mentally deranged, obviously racist against white people, because if you guys have seen, there's a video of him after he stabbed her as she's dead or dying on the floor saying, I got that white bitch. So whether or not race is in the mind of the media pundits or the people that are talking about this or the people that are fucking concerned, certainly it was in the mind of the perpetrator. So there's that part. But I forgot where I was even going, bro. Jesus.
About how it's a racially motivated hate crime, probably.
Well, there's a lot of this going on, dude. I mean, there was
This
that.
is the latest one, is what it is.
Yeah, well, there was just the other day, I think the same day as the chick who on that bus, right? There was some doctor who was walking her dog in the park who got fucking like stabbed to death or whatever, murked by some black dude who was like, oh, I'm targeting a white woman.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you guys are not safe in these cities, man. If you're in a liberal hellhole, which, by the way, the 10 worst cities in the nation as far as crime goes, every single one of them has a Democrat mayor. Whether or not they're in like a red state or not, every single one of them has a Democrat mayor. They're all Democrat led. Each city is corrupt in their own Democrat ways, and they have DAs that let people off. They don't handcuff, but they like limit what police can do in response to these crimes, and basically neuter them being able to respond. They're trying to take away qualified immunity, which a lot of people agree with. But how many people are you going to be able to get to be a police officer if you say, oh, by the way, if you ever have even like 1% fuck up, you're fucked forever for doing your job. So good luck arresting people. You know, like no one's going to fucking do it. Sorry to say. And Also, sorry to say, we have to have police in society today. I don't care if you're fucking right, left, libertarian, doesn't matter. There's an argument for a society that does not have police. However, we do not live in that society. We have crime. We have sadistic, evil individuals that need to be hunted down systematically with tools that the individuals in the communities don't have in order to get them off of the streets and out of harm's way, right? And we don't live in a society that you can just not have police. So fucking argue me there if you want, but you're going to lose because like there's just problems with your argument. I don't know, dude.
Make asylums great again.
But yeah, definitely the Overton window is shifting so fast it honestly could get out of hand, and that's exactly what led up to the mean mustache. Well, I mean, I think that the pendulum has swung way too far one way, and we've all recognized how far that pendulum has swung. Now, how far it swings back the other way, I mean, I don't know if we can swing that far back to the right because we're already so far left. You know what I mean? Like, even swinging back to the middle seems like a radical change.
I think I've already mentioned this in one of these chats. Maybe it was one of the ones on my own channel like a year ago, where I specifically stated when the pendulum does finally swing back to the right, it's just going to snap and break off. And it's going to be like that Game of Thrones episode where they blow up the sept and everything just goes flying.
I mean, I don't know what's going to get people up in arms where they're going to actually do anything, like the average person. Because everyone kind of at this point, we're all domesticated cats. We're all waiting for the fucking owner to feed us and to change the litter box. You know, like none of us knows how to go hunt mice anymore. None of us knows how to live on the outside and fucking just make it. You know, like maybe if we were forced to, we could. But yeah, we're not fucking there right now. So
I think this Arena woman's murder is going to wake a lot of people up and basically force accountability within the black community now to either do something or step the fuck aside at this point, honestly.
Nah.
well, I mean, look at the Daniel Penny situation, right? There was that guy, I think it was a New York subway, who was getting violent, and he subdued the guy who ended up dying for reasons I still don't understand exactly what happened there, because it seemed like he released him well within the time that he should have been fine if you watch the video. And yet the guy still died and he was held accountable, right? And that's been a clear message to everyone out there that if you're if you're in the public, if you're on a bus, if you're on whatever, and you see someone getting violently assaulted, you better fucking not get involved, because you will be liable for anyone that gets hurt. You will be put in jail. You will be demonized. You'll be ostracized. So it's better to just fucking, get your cell phone out and record it or something. I don't know.
Observe and report. I don't think much will change from this instance. I think it's 15 minutes on the news and then it'll be back to the status quo.
Well, that's the thing. It hasn't
right.
gotten its 15 minutes right now. None of the mainstream media is covering it at all. Is what it is.
I think you're probably right.
I think a lot of the outrage is because she was a hot white woman, and it's got jack shit to do with. I mean, there won't be any actual change. I think what I mean is, it's gotten the attention that it has gotten in the spheres in the circles that you are in, because she was hot.
The reason this is getting so much view is because there's video of it. If there wasn't a video of this happening, do you know how many murders happen of hot women every day?
Mm-hmm.
It happens all the motherfucking time. Unjustly, unprovoked, etc., etc. The reason that this one is so big, well, maybe part of it is that she's hot, but the bigger part, I think, is because there's a video of it, and she sat down and she was minding her own business, and you could clearly see that it was unprovoked, and you could clearly hear that it was racially motivated. So, yeah, I mean, Maybe it's a little bit of both, but I don't think it's just that she was hot.
I think there's also the possibility that there was the fact that she was a Ukrainian refugee too is a bigger fact as well. And it's basically showing the hand of the left at this point. They don't give a fuck about these people once they're here is what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah, I mean it's a shitty situation for her for sure. I mean, like if you watch the video of it, she doesn't even realize what happened, and then I think she does realize what happened, and she starts crying.
Yeah, right before she dies.
And then she just slumps over, and no one even fucking helps, dude. That's the thing too. Like, I don't know if they knew what was going on, but at very least they saw that some chick got like punched by a black guy from behind all of a sudden, you know. Like they might not have seen the knife, they might not have known that she got stabbed, but at least they would have known that she got attacked, because you could see at least 3 of them were right there and looked over and saw her get punched and like leaned away and were looking right at it. And then he walks away and all 3 of them just continue to sit there. None of them say a word. None of them are like, hey, are you okay? Nothing. So, I mean, it's like, they didn't know what was going on, but they also fucking didn't help at all. Like, they're fucking useless. And that's goddamn fucking fear of mine, is like dying with a whole bunch of gawking fucking idiots surrounding me, recording me with a phone or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, great, now my family and the entire world gets to watch my death on repeat anytime that they want, and every fucking idiot in the world gets to fucking make fun of it, and every fucking, like, political whatever gets to use it as ammunition for their cause. And I don't want that, you know, but I don't have, you know, I guess you don't have a fucking choice. It's not like you could stop them while you're dying in the fucking street or whatever, you know, while they're not helping you and recording you instead.
I don't know.
Am I muted now?
Oh no, you're
Yeah,
in.
we
What's up?
agree.
Oh, okay. No, I was just I was gonna say that that disgusted me even more than watching the dude do that, was watching the people react to it. As someone who lives in this state, I do not claim Charlotte is a shithole, and I don't go there. But like the people just like sitting there watching this chick die and ignoring it, just I don't know how you can do that as a human being.
Well, that's what I was going to say. All the footage that I've seen, even the higher def footage, you can't really tell that she's leaking. So I don't know.
Think they knew that she was dying, but not a single one of them was like even thoughts to like try to ask or see what was going on. I mean, she obviously got attacked. They saw her get attacked right in front of them, and all 3 of them, at least those 3 people saw it, and all 3 of them were like, I'm just gonna check my email or something. I don't know. Like,
Well, the black
Christ.
woman that was next to her on the opposite side of the bus, she actually reacted. She grabbed her purse and like kind of shifted a little bit when the dude walked past her.
I saw one video that you could see a good amount of blood on the floor there. So I assume the passengers could see it. It was a different angle than the most. I saw most of them are from one angle from the front. There's another one from the side a little bit, and with that one you could see blood on the floor.
The unredacted one that was put out today, you could tell that she had a little bit of blood on her clothing someplace.
Do you guys remember it was like 4 months ago, something like that? That fucking track kid who got stabbed.
Yeah, Austin Metcalf.
Austin, what is it? Metcalf?
Austin Metcalf, yeah.
And we still, to this day, have not seen the video, which there must be multiple. Certainly at least one video showing what happened, right? People's phones were confiscated, yada, yada, yada. This is a track meet. There's like coaches recording things for drills and for practice later and for awards at the end of the year and for highlight films for college. And you know what I mean? Like, there are people recording all over the place with professional equipment sometimes. Someone has that recording and it has not been released for the exact reason that this is causing outrage, because it is clearly case where I believe in that case we don't know that one because we haven't seen the video, but I presume the reason we haven't seen the video is because it so certainly clearly shows who was the aggressor, who was the evil person, who was and like look at his fucking GoFundMe. That kid, his family got like $1 million fucking dollars because he stabbed him. He stabbed a kid in the neck, murdered him in cold blood, and his family gets a payout because that's the way the fucking society works today. Because there's so many sadistic, sick people in this country that when they see something like that happen, they jump to their pocketbook and give to the fucking murderer because they support it.
Well, the worst
Could
thing
also have not been released because it involves minors.
The worst thing about
got out anyway. But...
Everyone talk at the same time again.
I was going to say the worst thing about Carmelo Anthony murdering Austin Metcalf like that was the fact that not only did they get the money, they pissed away the money and are now trying to get that piece of shit kid a public defender is what it is there in Texas.
Oh God, that doesn't surprise me one bit.
That's what it is.
And then on top of all that, Shiloh Hendricks, whose name was synonymous after that for saying the N-word in that Minnesota park, she's now being charged with a bunch of crimes there in Minnesota.
Daniel dropped in 5 and said most of them have disdain for us. Wouldn't surprise me at all if that they didn't render aid. Honestly, I agree. I 100% agree with that statement. Because, okay, here's the thing. Like, that dude was obviously mentally ill. He had problems, but he was let go by the justice system 17 times or whatever it was his arrest record was, most recently by a judge for free without having to even pay anything to get in, or to get out, rather. And if you listen to the rhetoric from the left, if you listen to the politicians, the Maxine Waters of the world, the Leo Reds of the world out there spreading hatred, literally blaming white people for everything wrong with your life, everything wrong with society, everything that led to your great-grandparents dying back in the day or whatever, and every bit of suffering from then until now is the fault of white people. And that lady in front of me is no different from all of the other ones. So me taking her out is no different than taking out Adolf Hitler was white, right? Like, might as well. Like, these whiteys are trying to be Hitler again. Like, Trump's in office and he's Hitler, and obviously these white people love him. And if you have a Trump flag or an American flag or a red hat, like, you're obviously a racist. So our racism upon you is therefore justified because of what you believe in my view, even if I'm not right. And so it perpetuates this hatred and this racism towards people who never owned a slave, never hurt a black person, never went out of, you know what I mean? Like, never did anything to anybody except for try to help their family and work hard and do things in the society. And they're viewed by these people because of the rhetoric, because of the fucking media that has a certain point of view that they want to push, as demonized, as less than human, as able to be stabbed in the neck and bled like a pig on a fucking bus or a train just because they sat in front of me, just because I could, because that's just. That's justice. That is justice for an unjust thing that happened in a past time that I can't even describe, so I might as well just take revenge for it now. Anyway. What's up, Leo?
What's going on?
Stab anybody lately?
God.
Raises.
I love you. Dude, I was thinking about this. Okay,
I don't have a comeback for that, so you know. I was trying to think of something to say, but I have nothing right now.
So everyone's talking about 15% and 52%, right? So 15% of the population is responsible for 52% of the murder. But I'm like, that's not right. Because it's not 15%. it's well, let's break it down, right? It's exactly the recidivative people, the people who were getting arrested 17 times for violent crimes. It's the people who have been to jail multiple times, gone through the system, been released on some early parole type situation or whatever it is. The majority of black people aren't killing people. The majority of black people aren't raping people. The majority of black people aren't robbing places. There's a lot of black people who are following the rules. I mean, I don't know. If you go to the hood, I think they kind of cheer for it, and that's kind of concerning. Is the culture that's growing up around the hood these days is that of like what happens when police come into Chicago and they try to arrest somebody. It's like
the whole hood, the whole neighborhood.
And so the cop has to not only arrest somebody, but he's got to fight like 12 people in the process and maybe arrest someone else for disorderly conduct in the process and stuff like that. So it's like, Jesus, man, do you even want to go into these neighborhoods anymore? And no wonder the crime's so bad when it's like that. Like, you guys are perpetuating what you want, right? If you're protecting the criminals when the police come to arrest them, then I guess you just want more criminals, right? Is that what you want? Is more criminals in your neighborhoods so that they can just fucking murder more people? Because after all, the majority of the people that they murder aren't white people. They're black people.
Well, the majority of black voters, what do they vote for?
Democrats, blindly.
Yep. So,
in spite of the fact that they've been sold up the river for so long because they know that the vote is guaranteed and it doesn't matter what they do, so they just fucking collect the vote and do whatever they want.
Yep.
And that's
and
exactly
the thought,
generalizations.
And the thought that
they don't vote a whole lot anyway. Sorry, I don't mean to overtalk anybody.
Yeah, your microphone is.
I'm about to say you sound like you're doing some deep sea diving. Huh?
No bueno.
It's probably my internet.
Fuck, what I was gonna say?
Goddamn white supremacist internet.
All right. Damn it. Lost my train of thought. All right.
But I mean, going back to what Daniel said, though, there is a certain level of disdain from the general population where they're not going to be the person to punch you in the face. They're not going to be the person to rob you, but they're also going to like record it and laugh while it's happening. They're also not going to help you. Like there was those people, I forget the city. There was the woman who got knocked out and like the
Dayton. Cincinnati.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. It was in Cincinnati where that happened. Where that the shocking video of the woman who was laid out, knocked out, fucking unconscious. Right? Hundreds of people around. Everyone recording, people laughing, people cheering. Do you know how many people called the police?
0.
1. So at least someone called, but out of hundreds of people in the crowd, literally exactly one person called the police because no one gives a shit. Because it, I don't know why. I'm not sure about that one. But there's
It also turned out that Holly woman that got beaten up, the dude who beat her up, was like a 14 or 15 time release criminal.
See, again, who's doing the majority of the crime? It's these people who are committing 14, 15, 17 fucking repeated crimes in a row. And every time they get released, they immediately just do another crime and then get caught again. And it's not like they only do one crime. They probably do like 700 crimes, but just do one so blatantly and egregiously that they get caught, And that's the people. It's not the black community. It's not the 15%. It's more like maybe a 0.5% or something. You know what I mean? It's like a very, very, very small proportion. But the problem is that there's a much larger proportion that see these things happen when it's especially cross-racially, when the target is like, remember the whole Asian hate thing? There was like that hashtag Asian hate, stop the Asian on black crime was, and then they're like, oh, wait a minute.
Right.
Every video that we've seen, every
Stop
instance
Asian
of
hate
this is the opposite. Stop Asian hate means So that kind of went away, didn't it?
I think they still blame white people for it,
Yes, I do.
for making black people do that to Asians. I forget what the explanation was, but
I mean, it's obviously my fault.
white supremacy, some shit.
Yeah, according to the mainstream media, it's white supremacy.
And you know,
Damn
Leo,
train tracks.
everything that's wrong with your life, you can just blame on me because it's probably my fault too.
Yes, that's what I'm. Yeah. So we should get some reparations,
35% of black people are convicted of a felony in their life. Holy shit.
It actually came out today that there is 1 in 22 black males will murder someone in their lifetime.
To be fair,
like
I know a lot of
5%,
black people
dude.
convicted of felonies.
That's like 6% of black people. Okay, so let's do the math on that. If 1 in 22, meaning, so it's like 15% of the population, half of which would be male, so 7.5. 5% of 7.5% would be 0.35% of the population commits half the murder. Wow. That's crazy that there's that many of them. Like, I don't know. Look at the prison system, though. It's like way
Who is them? What is this them you talking about?
black people.
Oh, okay.
Look at the prison systems. The black people, the blacks, are way disproportionately represented in the population inside of the prisons. They're like over 50% of the population in prison is black, when only 15% of the population in society is black. So you would think, oh, more racism. But then, yeah, you look at crime statistics reporting as far as who's the victims say were the perpetrators of the crime committed upon them is exactly proportional to the number of black people in prison. So it's not that they're being racially targeted. It's that they're literally committing the crime. Daniel says by the blacks he means the hard R's. What's up? Teenage Mutant Ninja Muffin Top. Teenage Mutant Ninja Muffin Top. Heroes in a half shell. Muffin
Turtle
Top.
power. Sorry.
Yeah, you mean the retards, right?
Wait a minute.
That's what the R means.
What's up?
It means that.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Niga. Niga.
I think it's Kane.
Yeah.
Kane. I can't see it. Kane.
Right. It's Kaniga.
Oh. Okay.
Probably. Maybe.
I don't think it is. I heard
Man,
it.
I've been
Right.
messing with the hard R this whole time. That was a joke.
No, it wasn't.
So on to the
Go ahead
trannies.
and say it.
Now that we're done with the blacks, let's do the trannies.
I don't want to do a training.
Do you guys? What's your opinion? Do you agree with Trump and the Department of Justice or the ATF or whoever it would end up? I don't know. Enforcing this. Is someone's cat dying?
Or in heat.
Damn, bro.
We can only hope the cat is dying.
Your cat is dead now. So yeah, do you think trannies should be barred from having guns? Do you think that they are a danger to society to the point where it justifies targeting them as a group? Or are you in the camp of, hey, this is a mental illness as defined by the DSM-5, and in the actual fucking 4473, there's already a section for people who have mental illness. Have you ever been adjudicated as mentally incompetent or whatever? And you could just say, like, hey, if you've ever been to a doctor and they say you're transgender, then that's what that means now. So it's just an interpretation of the law that's already on the books. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't like the precedent it sets, the way they're doing it, and how, just the way the executive can just declare something a mental illness. That being said, I agree that it is a mental illness, and it wouldn't be necessarily totally opposed of it. Just separate from all that, but I tend to come out against it in this particular situation.
You sound like you're broadcasting from like Alaska right now.
I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just letting you know.
My internet is crap. They just did a lot of work on the data lines out in front of my house, and it didn't get any better.
I'm listening to it as if he's like a Decepticon, and that's his voice. So that's how I'm taking it right now.
Yeah, it's clear
That's
what you're saying.
how
We
I
can hear what you're
sound.
saying, but it just sounds like, I don't know, tin canny. I'm not sure what the word is.
That's just how I sound. Y'all are discriminatory.
Yeah.
We're robot racists.
You fucking clanker.
The real Calhoun died years ago.
Damn wirebacks.
What do you guys think? Are you in the Daniel camp of yes, mental adjudication of every one of them?
There's
This is
already
like-
laws on the books. So many laws on the books that aren't followed. If you start restricting gun rights, that is going to turn around and bite us so far in the ass.
Yeah,
So no.
I was thinking, like where do we stop?
It won't.
Yeah.
I'm in the camp of Pam Bondi can go fuck herself. And if we're gonna do this, it needs to be HHS declaring gender dysphoria, mental illness, not the DOJ doing some bullshit.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Tranny. Teenage Mutant Ninja. Wait.
Wait a minute.
Why don't you give a link to the couple of
It's in the name.
former members of the panel and see what they think?
Have they made any videos lately?
I don't know.
It'd be time for them to make a video, don't you think?
They would be disqualified by drug use, anyways.
Very true, but you know. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power. What is his name? P22. Yep. Elemento. P.
B329.
11 months ago. 6 months ago. Long
I'm
time
still
ago.
on my mind.
Someone
2
should
years
check on
ago.
them.
Yeah, nothing's been done for at least 6 months.
Someone should check on him and give him a call, see if he's still
In fact,
see if he's still around.
The number's
No.
still in service.
Right.
Don't go poking a bear now.
See if he's still walking around. No.
yeah, give him your personal phone number, though, Honda.
I don't know if I even ever had Ray Ray's number. Maybe I did. I can't. No, yeah, actually I did because he was in the group text. That's true. Wow, Ray Ray.
How could you be so lucky?
And someone see if Derpy's still around.
That guy pissed me off. Okay, so there was like one night that he was in the chat, and he literally got pulled over and got a speeding ticket. And he was like bitching, and he wouldn't shut up about his speeding ticket. Now he didn't have the money to pay for it, and this and that. And so I'm like, shut the fuck up. How much is your ticket? 150, and I sent him 150 bucks. Like, here you go. Pay for your ticket. We're good now. And he immediately started speeding again. I'm like, dude.
You learned nothing.
What are you gonna do? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Gonna make it there.
Bro went to debtor's prison. What are you talking about?
What's
Is
that?
there such a thing as debtor's prison? Can you actually? I mean, I guess for IRS debt, you can. But like,
You have
let's
an
say,
unpaid traffic ticket. They'll put a bench warrant out for you.
yeah, that's different. That's like you didn't pay your thing to the government, right? That's not debtor's prison. Like, I don't know, like I didn't pay my electric bill.
Isn't that what they did to Wesley Snipes?
No, that's back taxes. That's tax evasion.
Yeah, so when it's tax money, they can. because it's like tax money that you should have paid to the government, but you fraudulently didn't, or whatever, or made an agreement to pay them, but now you haven't, or whatever. I don't know how it works. I've never had to deal with the IRS like that.
That's how they got Al Capone.
I saw something though today that made me wish that I had thought of it first. Diddy oil. So it's gun oil that comes in a thing that looks like Johnson and Johnson kind of, and it's Diddy gun oil. Isn't that fucking genius?
Yeah, they made a lot of money on that.
Yes.
Sells itself.
Yep.
I bought 20.
I don't see the
That was-
appeal. Wasn't he accused of molesting people?
I think what he charged with is sex trafficking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't remember being sexed because you
Well,
know.
really, what that means is if you fly people across state lines to have sex, that's considered, sex
Yeah, if you're
trafficking.
paying
And was hiring prostitutes and stuff.
Yeah. You got to keep it inside the state.
Yep.
How is Al
Good
Sharpton
night,
not in
Greg.
prison? He owes millions in back taxes and has for decades. Dude, again, if you owe the government money and you make arrangement to pay them and you're making your payments, they're cool. They don't care.
And
Like my dad fucking went through that shit because he did a whole bunch of shit back in the day. And when he died, he owed the government $1 million still.
Damn.
and isn't Al Sharpton like a FBI informant?
Yeah, he's a cokehead snitch.
Yeah, so
Yeah, good, that's nice.
Doesn't surprise
they
me.
probably like, we'll make this go away if you do a little talking.
Now, the only thing they can do in that case, like let's say my dad died owing the government $1 million, right? Like that's still true. But he also had a bunch of assets in his name. He had a house. He had, like stocks and bonds or whatever, let's say. Upon his death, the government can recoup as much as they can out of his estate to the point where they're either paid off or the estate is exhausted. So they would auction the house off if he had a house, and they would take the first $1 million that they get. But if that million and first dollar comes in, then that's yours, I guess. Whatever's left over after they get paid. But if it's not enough to pay the debt, they don't get the rest. It's not like they can come after you for your father's debt. They can come after your inheritance from your father's debt, but not for you for your own fucking personal gains or whatever it is. Can't actually go to prison for not paying your taxes. It's only if you file for so many years. Yeah, I think that's usually what it is. It's usually it's something to do with fraud and owing the government money. It's not usually just owing the government money. It's like you told us that you only made $5 and you made $1 million. So now you fraud. Yeah, not only do you owe us the taxes on the $1 million, but you owe us this and that, and I don't know what the fucking charge is for that. But you get fucked. Don't fuck with the IRS. That's what I know.
Yep.
The OG game.
So what the fuck's going on, boys?
Did you see the
drones in
UFO
Poland.
video?
The UFO video. No, I did not see the UFO video.
I was trying not to talk over my top. Anyway, I posted it in your Discord. It was from the congressional hearings today. Well, I forwarded it. Somebody else posted it in mass Discord. They shot it with like a missile. It looks like it's made out of like a blob or something, or orbs stuck together with like, magnetism or something. It's wild looking.
UAP hearing, that one from 11:28 a.m.
Yeah.
Bum, ba, ba, ba. Okay, I got it. Let's pull it up. Pull it up, Jamie. Pull that shit up, Jamie. Where am I at here? It's this
Jamie,
one.
you put that video up?
Screen share. She
More people
shares
were like Daniel.
shares by the
You'd be able to afford a Jamie.
Mm.
Miss Paulina Luna. I think she's pretty hot. She's smoking. All right, let's watch her for a minute and a half.
Pull that up, Ohio.
You immediately start talking as soon as I hit play. What did you say?
They said, "Pull that up, Ohio." That's what he said.
Oh.
I'd like to ask the committee to replay that video that Burleson had played earlier. I want to ask every witness here, specifically ones that have sensor training or have been able to recognize some of this movements real quick. So if you guys can please roll that real quick.
Would you hit?
What are we looking at? Looks like something in orbit. Whoa. Oh, wait a
Looks
minute.
like it's underwater.
Looked like something hit it and it broke.
Yeah.
up.
Okay, while this is still rolling, Mr. Nusatelli, real quick, yes or no answers. Are you aware of anything in the government, United States government arsenal that can split a Hellfire missile like this?
No.
It was a missile.
Do
Oh, it
whatever
was a
blob
missile.
thing it did and then keep going? Nothing?
Nothing.
All right, how about you, Chief Wiggins?
Nothing to my knowledge, ma'am.
Okay, and how about you, Mr. Borland?
I prefer to answer that in a skiff.
Ooh.
Okay, does this video scare you guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wiggins?
Yes.
Nat?
His name is Chief
I had to-
Wiggins? Oh my God, his name is Chief Wiggins?
Nice.
Different reaction. I was really happy that it got out. Thanks for providing that.
Curiosity killed the cat. All right, Mr. Borland?
Yes, for
Okay. All right, that is the end of my questioning. I'd like to now recognize.
All I know is Chief Wiggins is on the panel, and he's black.
Yep.
Here, let's get.
So would you hit Miss Luna?
Fuck yeah, I would. All right, let's
Yeah, okay.
let's watch the important part of this again. Right there.
Knock the Hellfire missile out.
Bro, so it like comes in like this. Here, let's see if we can slow this down.
Wait, so where that missile was going? Was this a practice? Were they out practicing, or was that missile going somewhere
They don't say.
to somebody? Yeah.
So this shit definitely comes down, changes direction, and then changes direction again after it goes through it. So it just made like an S pattern through your screen and split that fucking missile in
I'm
half.
pretty sure that was the missile.
No, this is the missile.
I'm pretty sure that's the UFO. Oh, it is?
That's the missile.
It looks.
This is the UFO.
Or is it? Wait, was it trying?
No,
It's like
dude,
a little
100%.
blob. The thing turns into a blob.
100%. This is the missile.
Oh. How does it keep flying after it gets hit?
Because it's going so fast. It just gets split in half. The pieces still have
Yeah,
their
but it,
inertial momentum. The laws of physics still apply.
it looks like it's got chunks that fall off of it, and then like, I don't know. Maybe I was looking at it wrong.
An object in motion tends to stay in motion unless another force acts upon it. It split it in half, but it didn't really change its momentum.
Right, it just went straight through it.
Yeah.
I thought that was the UFO that got hit by the missile. Now I'm kind of rethinking it.
No, 100%. That's the missile that got hit by a UFO. Because look at we don't have anything that can fly like this, dude. And this is in quarter speed. It flies down, curves over, and then curves down again. While the thing that we do have is flying in one constant direction at one constant speed, which is probably pretty fucking fast, because it's a fucking Hellfire missile, right? But it's not making crazy fucking maneuvers in midair. Like, think about the G's that thing would have to pull in order to make that maneuver while moving as fast enough to like pierce a Hellfire missile like that.
Okay, while this
Yep.
is so rolling, Mr. Nusatelli, real quick, yes or no answers. Are you aware of anything in the government, United States government arsenal that can split a Hellfire missile like this
No,
and do whatever
Okay.
blob thing it did and then keep going? Nothing?
nothing.
All right, how about you, Chief Wiggins?
Nothing to my knowledge, ma'am.
Wiggins.
But this guy, the next guy wants to answer in a skiff, which means he may. That's
He knows
like
something.
behind closed doors kind of deal.
Like MJ12.
Yeah. But I don't
This
know
should be
about
bigger news because I've not even heard of this.
it.
Bro, there's UFO stuff coming out basically every day these days. And the thing about it is most people think that a lot of it is misinformation or stuff to like lead people. But I mean there's some of it that's certainly true though, I believe too. I have seen things personally with my own two eyeballs. I know that there is shit in the skies on occasion that flies in ways that cannot be described by jet propulsion, by helicopter, by airplane, by air balloon, by satellite, by rocket, by missile, or by anything else that you can fucking think of. So, whatever
Me
it is,
too.
I'm not saying I know. I don't know what it is. I just know that it fucking exists because I've seen it.
Same here. Like I seen fireballs in the sky. Nobody else who was around me is looking at this, or like even noticing it. But I'm like, what the?
And if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, this is a recurring theme is UFO stuff. And people used to laugh at me, and I'm sure people still probably do when I talk about UFO stuff and I say that I've seen things and whatever. But 100% I have, and I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to say like, oh, well, people are saying that it's stupid that I say this, so I'm not going to talk about it. No, dude. Like, shut the fuck up. You don't fucking like it. Go watch someone else. I have seen lights in the sky. I don't know what they were. They moved in ways that cannot be explained.
Boom.
Unless you invoke some fucking alien technology or something. Anyway.
Next, Russian drones are found in Poland. They shot 6 down reportedly. No new news on it as it is very early in the morning / late here. So it'll probably come out late tomorrow.
Why is Russia attacking Poland, I wonder?
Well, I want to know who reported it because obviously Poland's NATO and, obviously Ukraine wants NATO to help, mainly us.
Plus, if you remember, something like this happened before, towards the start of the war, and it was like on the other side of the border or something. It ended up the next day we all found out it was like bullshit.
Yeah, no, it was they were saying, oh, the Russians fired rockets into, I forget what country it was, but it was like, I don't know, Turkey or something like that, right? And then they found out, oh, actually those rockets were from Ukraine. Sorry, never mind. We'll just go ahead and move on.
I think it was an interceptor missile that missed its target and ended up landing just on the other side of the border, and the news media reported as like the Russians attacking a NATO country or some shit.
Yeah, right now Poland is trending #1 on X.
Yeah, it's pretty big news.
Yeah.
Shall we go to Poland?
Wouldn't put it past them to try to false flag it.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Then again, I wouldn't put it past Russia trying to start shit either.
Well, all of the world's economies are taking a shit, so we all got to go to war to make money. Nepal fell.
I did just buy gas today.
Yeah. Nepal fell. France is in riots. Another country's in riots.
Dude, I saw Nepal. They banned social media in Nepal, so they burned down the fucking Parliament House.
Yep.
Like, damn, bro. Nepal goes hard.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Don't fuck with that Twitter.
They really want their fucking Facebook.
Remember how we used to be like that? Like 3
Well, I
4
think there was a
years
bunch
ago?
Tax us on tea,
Well, you
will
put
you?
a tax on tea, right? Yeah.
You put tax on my porn, fucking burn it down.
Oh,
Guy building a
here's what
Hot
would
Wheels
happen.
track that loops endlessly in a circle, cars flying around. Oh man, this is awesome.
You could put a magnet on that thing. Do some kind of perpetual motion machine experiment or some shit.
It's literally how electric motors work.
I know, but you could make a little stupid demonstration to like mess with people. Like,
Bro, look at it because the frame rate.
Exactly how your electric motors work. Wound up copper like that with 4 magnets.
I want one of them now.
yep.
Well, what's this guy?
Pig.
Like a pig.
Hit him again.
Bro,
There you go.
he's trying to get up.
Yep.
Dinner is served.
Was that a sandblaster? That's cool.
Yep, that is pretty gnarly. Oh man, it's almost the anniversary of 9/11.
Yep.
How many years has it been? 24 years now?
Yep.
It's saying there's so many
Happened
people.
on 9/11.
There's so many people today that 9/11 might as well have been. Like, you remember, like, as a kid learning about Kennedy getting assassinated? For instance, for me, that's what I think of as Kennedy getting assassinated. And it seemed like, oh my God, that was so long ago that it might as well have been a different world. But in reality, it was only, 65 or whatever, 69. I forget what year he was assassinated, but it wasn't that long before I was born, 15, 18 years. And now it's 24 years since 9/11 happened. And the kids think that, I'm sure they think that it's irrelevant to their life today. And little do they realize how much of the world is built upon the aftermath of that event that happened that day, and how much of the world is changed because of it and no longer what it was and will never go back and is just a memory now. And it is almost like it was a different world, but it wasn't that long ago. Like, I remember it. You guys remember it. You were there.
4th grade. Crazy.
Going through the airport was just like catching, going through an airport was just like catching a bus. Damn near back then.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The security was relaxed.
I wouldn't know. That was before my time. Not 9/11, but I didn't. Never took a plane until just a few years ago.
I never flown either, but I've gone through the airport for stuff, jobs and stuff. Had to take off your shoes and stuff like that. You didn't have to do that before 9/11.
Well, I never did that before, but I was 11 when 9/11 happened. So
I was 18. Yeah. During 9/11.
I was 19 years old when 9/11 happened. And oh wow, what is this? Bro, look up what Nepal did. There's press wife toasted. Their president's wife is toasted. They killed their president's wife?
No, they beat the shit out of them, burned down their houses.
oh shit.
Damn.
I don't know enough about Nepal to know if that.
No, it's a bunch of
brutal.
shitty government policies. They revolted.
Yeah, there's another
this,
country that did it like a
Obviously,
year
but I
ago
don't know
too.
how.
That's their
How much of
parliament
my
or whatever,
never
right?
reaction.
They set the parliament house on fire. But where's the wife?
Is it something that can be shown on YouTube?
Yeah, I
Probably
was just
not.
thinking that.
Well, maybe I can find the fucking article or something. Nepal.
कर रहा है इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड
Sorry. Got a little sidetracked there for a second.
$1 billion for fiscal federalism in Nepal. Listen to these numbers. This is all fraud.
Good thing we didn't give them $19 million for biodiversity. I feel like it would have just got burned up. Right?
Yeah, they're saying 22 dead as of 4 hours ago.
What?
Damn.
That's very restrained.
Right,
Yeah,
I was
they
say for a uprising. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
how many they
Nepali
got
troops moved to restore order as death toll rises to 22.
Didn't they almost go to war with a neighboring country recently, or was that a different one?
There was the one Asian country, I can't remember what it was now, that
Was it
went,
Thailand?
like it wasn't Thailand, it was one of the other ones by that though. It was like a small island nation.
Myanmar or something?
I think that might have been what it was. And they just went fucking nuts on each
Awesome.
other, and then they basically burned everybody is what it was, because like the one family owned like half the government there is what it was.
That's what it was. Hey, check out this guy.
One way black people achieve true liberation, that's by taking it in blood. There has to be blood all over the floor. There has to be bodies on the floor. There has to be people screaming and crying. That is the reality. And this is what history shows me. No amount of begging, no amount of complaining, no amount of protesting, nada is going to get you your liberation until you take it with blood. You see? So this is why I sit back and I don't play along with any of these black people talking about it's a spiritual war and this, that. One way black people achieve true liberation, that's by taking it in blood. There has to be blood all over.
Oh, it already started over.
Or you could not do that.
I mean, they're calling for blood. At least that guy is.
You don't like blood sausages? I think they're pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
Moldova and Slovakia are also reporting drone attacks.
From Russia?
Yeah. So
Or each other.
Well, they're not too far away. I actually have a family member from Moldova.
I don't know y'all, but I'm not America first anymore. I'm America only. So
I've been that way for a while, Leo.
Yeah. Like, I cannot give a shit what's going on anywhere else right now. Except for Japan. All right, just give me Japan.
Yeah,
That's how
kinda
you,
leaky.
is that how you check for leaks when you do HVAC?
I've done that several
Definitely
times.
not.
Is that safe to
I've
do?
done that several times.
That makes sense, I think.
It's safe until it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a flamethrower shoot out at my face. Yeah, that was great. I was on a scissor lift, 30 feet up in the fucking air.
Yeah.
I rarely make gas connections. I don't do HVAC for a living, but I've done that a handful of times, and it is sketchy. I always sniff it first. By that I mean
Yeah.
with my nose. I don't have a sniffer.
You should have a sniffer. I'll sell you mine.
I don't mess with that shit often enough.
Well, shit. What's the chat saying? Sorry, I'm looking at Twitter.
Twitter?
Sorry, it was X1 burned her on video.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
They burned her
Bro,
alive.
well, we can't show that. I know that for
Right.
sure. On YouTube, 100%. I cannot show that if that's real. And even if
You
it's
can
not,
show it at least once.
It's just one strike on it.
That's our Rumble exclusive.
There you go.
I mean, that's a post that shit in Discord and look at it on your own time type shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Liberation from what? Seed? You don't get it, Jumpy. It's just liberation.
All of it.
On that note, it doesn't usually work out too good if a smaller population tries to like genocide the larger population, like if the minority tries to
Yeah,
mess
but we're
up the
about to become
majority.
a minority, in this country. You know that?
Yep.
How close are white people to being no longer the major demographic? At least under 50% of the population compared to everybody else, meaning like everyone else is at least equal in number to white people. Then we're basically one step away from South Africa at that point, you know? And it just fucking...
It'd still be the plurality.
I think it's around 2040 is when they're saying whites are supposed to become a minority in America.
That's not very far away.
No, it's not.
That's 14 years from now.
Thank God.
I would honestly be more worried about Islamic takeover at this point in our country, just because of how many Muslims are coming out and being like, "Oh yeah, Islam's going to take over everything now."
That's why France is in revolt.
Yeah, dude, France is fucked.
All those.
Maybe Margaret Sanger had a point.
England is fucked. I think Germany is largely fucked, from what I can tell.
Germany just lost power today.
Any European country at this point that's let Islam take them over is completely fucked right now.
Did anybody else hear about all the AFD politicians like dying within like a 10-day period, like 6 or 8 of them or something like that?
No, I didn't.
Nope.
I heard about it, but then I couldn't find anything about it. I didn't look that hard though. So much stuff's going on, you know. I remember right, this one is slightly problematic by today's standard.
And now,
I've seen this one
sir,
before.
he has cooked up something very special for you. You is going to be initiated into the secret order of the Midnight Bell.
Are they gonna cook fucking Popeye?
Yes.
It looks like a bathtub.
I don't know.
This is embarrassing. I ain't done nothing like this since I must have been up over. Hey, what kind of an initiation is this? Who picked these guys with tentacles? Hey, what? Oh, hey, you. Oh. Wow!
The frog in the boiling pot of water.
If that fat chick would have got stabbed, she probably would have been fine.
You're probably right. There are cases of people getting shot where they were just so fat that the bullet didn't actually penetrate any of their vital organs.
I'm just like, oh, thank God you grazed the mano. Just got the gravy.
Yeah, dude, every story.
Yeah, that's the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go up the earlier on, y'all were talking about they didn't see the blood, but that was the clip that I saw the I saw the blood on the floor.
No, YouTube. That was ketchup.
I mean, yeah, it was steak sauce.
Yeah, ketchup. Yeah, steak sauce. Yeah.
Good save, Leo.
Yeah.
I thought they were trying to throw a spear at the jet. It was a camera. Here's the Diddy oil, bro. Someone thought of this shit. Look, it's gun oil. $26 for a little fucking... Man, I wish I had thought of that.
Sold out. Yep.
With an idea like that, of course it's sold out.
I don't get the allure.
Just
it's
a moment
already
in
like
history.
It's already played
Moment
out.
in American
it
history.
was kind of lame. It was lame to begin with. The Diddy oil jokes. I mean, they were kind of funny for the first 30 seconds. But it's so played out, man.
Percent of the most violent premises. And if you really want to know who the criminals are in this country, you can Google it. You don't have to trust me. But the people that commit 80% of the most violent crimes in this country are white supremacists. Yet for whatever reason, they sit and they serve at the pleasure of the president. They are the ones that were there on January 6th, tearing our democracy down physically. And now we have them tearing us down right here from within.
This is exactly why you have white women getting stabbed on trains in America. This is exactly why you have white dudes getting stabbed at fucking
track meets.
This is exactly why doctors walking their dogs get murdered in parks. This is exactly why the fatigue in this country is at a level I have never seen before. Like, I've been here for a while, boys. I don't know about if you guys fucking can see that in me, but I've been dealing with this shit on a daily basis at my job for stupid fucking reasons of people trying to get shit for free, causing a scene, being drunk, being lewd, being rude, being assholes, not tipping, like all the fucking time. And it's already brought me to a point where I'm just like, I don't care what happens, you know? Like, honestly, I don't know where I'm going.
I got a follow-up for you. I think everybody should have concealed carry insurance because the likelihood is quickly going up as when you may need it. And if you have a family or anybody relying on your income or anything like that, it'd be a good investment.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say I do blame white people, but it's white liberals who are at the tip of the spear on this.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
But they've done it for power. They've done it for power all the time.
Yeah. I think they are the biggest threat is the white liberal.
I would add to Muffin Top's comment about insurance there. Make sure what kind of concealed carry insurance you're getting, because USCCA has fucked people over a bunch of times in the recent past.
Yeah, I was going to say something about that.
And that's what I have. I've been meaning to switch. Yeah, to like U.S.
I think it's like attorneys on retainer or something like that is a really good one I've heard.
I hear their coverage is okay, but the dude, CEO of the company is kind of weird or whatever, but that doesn't really matter to me.
Well, I know within Illinois, like the concealed classes, they've been promoting U.S. Law Shield.
I know that's
I guess it depends on, right? I guess it depends on which state you're in, who has like the better representation.
Yeah. I know USCCA teaches a lot of free classes here in Nebraska, like just started, so they must be trying to get a foothold here. They must have won a case or something.
Yeah, there was a guy that got shot, or a guy who shot somebody, and USCCA dropped him, or it might have been a chick, I don't remember. But
there's been several of those kind of cases.
Well,
there's been a couple of those cases.
A specific one where like attorneys on retainer took it up after the fact. I think probably it's kind of like promotional shit and won the case.
Certainly, if USCCA looks at the case and doesn't think that it was self-defense, you're not covered.
Oh yeah, but they try to get out of it. They're like insurance. They're like any other insurance company. You know, they try to deny coverage however they can. From what I hear, I have no personal experience with it.
Fuck you, Iraq veteran 8888.
He's a legit Nazi.
What has he done lately?
He cleaned his studio and discovered a crate of Mosins.
Oh, I hate that guy.
I mean, you never cleaned up and discovered a crate of Mosins?
Yeah, that crate of Mosins that I bought that I forgot about or something.
That don't happen to you?
It's never been an issue so far, anyway.
Huh, that's weird.
You have to clean
if you definitely flex on everybody.
Have you checked under the carpets?
Not yet.
I need to go check right now.
God damn, bro. That's pretty cool. I remember when that was like $2,000 or something, or like $100 a rifle, basically, is what it ended up being for 20 rifles with the case, with everything in it from Classic Firearms. You could order it for $2,000, shipped to your house, free shipping. You'd have that shit.
I see.
And they were like, there was
I
hex.
don't even think it was that high.
No, I'm remembering a time when you could get them for that. I'm sure
Oh,
they
yeah.
were lower than that at a point.
Yeah.
But I remember when you could still get them from Classic Firearms for $2,000 for 20 fucking rifles. It was like me and a couple buddies thought about throwing like $700 in each, kind of thing.
And you're kicking yourself because you didn't, right?
And you could buy a bunch of cans of ammo for that for real cheap, but it was corrosive as hell.
I still kick myself for like the guns I should have bought when I seen it.
The worst one, the one that I wish that I had bought that I really fucking think that I fucked up on was the Nagant pistols, because they were in Classic Firearms with all the accoutrements and holsters for $100 at a point. And when we went to the Tulsa Gun Show, they were selling them without the holsters or accoutrements for $700. If you wanted everything with them, they were like $1,000, right?
Jesus.
So if you had bought one of those back in the day, you could have gone to the gun show and sold it for at least $800, $700-800 with everything with it, person to person kind of deal. And like when you buy like fucking a crate of Mosins, you got to have a place to put a crate of Mosins. It takes up space. You know what I mean? Handguns don't take up shit for space. You could have bought 20 of those fucking things, thrown them in the corner of a fucking closet somewhere, literally forgotten about them, and then had, 8 times your money back. Oh well. Bitcoin was not less than $1 then too. During the Tulsa Gun Show, Daniel, when we went to the Tulsa Gun Show a couple years ago, Bitcoin was like $20,000 or something.
I mean, it means
definitely less than it is now, for sure. Oh, like versus like way back in the day when you bought.
Yeah, I think he's talking about like
$2,000 Nagant case.
Yeah, possibly.
Mosin crate.
I always forget when was Bitcoin brand new? What year?
It would have been years before any of us heard about it.
I don't remember. I feel so dumb. I had a buddy. He was like, "Oh yeah, you should buy this for $800," and I'm like, "You're fucking dumb." And I could have done it. Now I'm fucking.
It's not
dumb.
even real money.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, "Oh, this ain't going anywhere. It's not real." I was like, "I'm buying silver. I buy $800 in silver, and he bought $800 in Bitcoin. He's dead now, so it's good for me."
We felt the same way when we first heard about Bitcoins. Most of us, I did, as we did when we first heard about NFTs. That's stupid. It makes no sense. It's not going to make any money.
Yeah, it just feels like a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, the Bitcoin took off. The NFTs we were right about it. That was stupid.
Apparently, gold and silver both are making a.
There's a lot of Jesus Christ. There's a lot of different kinds of cryptocurrencies that didn't take off. So while there is one or a couple like Ethereum or a few others that did actually end up being semi-successful, or Bitcoin that is super successful, right? There, for every one of those, there's probably 100 that never went anywhere. So same thing's kind of true with the NFTs. Most of them are worth basically nothing. There are a few, though, for whatever reason.
Well, some of them are also just straight up scams, like the Hawktua coin.
That's a meme coin. It's different.
Yeah, I had an opportunity during COVID for basically getting one Bitcoin, and I wish that I had gone. I wish that I had done that, because how much is Bitcoin worth now? Like $100,000?
Like 120ish.
Yeah, that could have been down payment on a house, or
Yeah, silver's over $40 an ounce, and gold. What was it hit? Let's see. Let me look.
Well, I mean, silver's being suppressed like crazy for decades now because it should be like a couple of dollars less than gold, basically.
No, it should be about the third price. the effort it takes to mine it. Gold's at 360 or 36.72. It's on a little bit of a dip.
But what you're saying is it's just still be like $120 though, right?
Yeah, it should be at least 100. Well, if it's at a third, it should roughly be 1,000. But I mean, it should theoretically be around $500 to $800 for the amount of effort it takes, and it's more usable because it conducts electricity better, and it's used in the medical field.
There's also several states that recognize it as legal tender.
XRP's doing good.
Gay. Remember the Don't Gay Say Gay bill that everyone was like, "Oh, I'm gonna break the law in Florida." Oh, gay. Oh. It's like, none of you know what's going on. None of you actually read the bill, and you're all fools. Fools.
And then a bunch of other states adopted it after the fact.
As they should, because of the fucking faggotry that they were teaching children in school. The fucking straight up gay propaganda that they were shoving down the throats of fucking third graders, dude. Insanity what these fucking faggots do. Look, I don't care. You want to be gay? You want to like S the D or whatever? Fucking do all the things all day long? That's great. Good for you. I hope it was fun. Stay the fuck away from fucking kids. That's the type of shit that if we did live in a just society, anyone who fucked with kids would be instantly lynched by a mob of people with pitchforks and rocks and fucking like torture and, you know, like, and they would cheer and the children would show up and watch as these people were fucking murdered not murdered, justly killed, justifiably retributed in front of us, because that would actually be justice.
After a fair trial, YouTube.
You catch the guy red-handed, do you need a fair trial?
Nope. Wood chipper.
For YouTube purposes, yes.
The guy on the bus, the guy on the train. Video of him stabbing that shit. Do you think we need a long fucking lengthy trial for that one to determine whether he was guilty or not? No. We need a fucking like 1 hour trial. Okay, here's the video. Here's the evidence. Here's what happened. Guilty. Now deliberate about what the fucking punishment should be for like a day, maybe. So we're talking a day and a half. This should be done. But no, you know how it works. It's going to be 6 months of fucking trial, and I don't know why that takes so fucking long for these things when it's a death penalty case, but they just seem to fucking drag their feet and take forever. They don't want to kill people they don't want any kind of like
true justice.
Well, I was going to say deterrent for crime. They don't want to actually deter people from committing these crimes.
That's why 12 people just broke into a jewelry store and robbed the whole fucking thing blind in California. There's no consequence.
And that's exactly why we're going to see an overcorrect, I believe, pretty soon in this country. And it's not going to be good for anybody when it happens.
Time will tell.
Hey, Corey.
Time, it's on my side.
Yes, it is.
You guys saw that movie, right? The movie Fallen back in the 90s?
That was created in the 90s.
It had it was the guy that was Casey Jones was the serial killer, believe in it, and he basically kept coming back and like going into other people's bodies and continuing to kill. It was actually pretty good.
You young motherfucker.
Oh, now that you mention it, that does sound familiar.
It's called what?
It was called Fallen. I think it had Denzel Washington as the lead too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, I saw.
I want to say John Gunn was also in it too.
It was about a demon who survived on Earth for centuries by transferring his consciousness from one human being or soul, ends up being, you could be in a cat or something too, right? To another. And he has to like be able to touch them. But if he's killed while in the body, then he can float to another body. So there's like certain rules to it. He can be killed, but he's never been killed. It was a good movie. And if you remember, it was a story about the time he almost got killed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have to watch that.
And then it ends with that. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and fame. It's a great song. Anyway, Kirk Butterfield, it was a weird movie. You're weird. It was a great movie.
It was a weird movie if you were like a 13-year-old child, like I was when I first saw it.
Damn it, Ohio, you're weird.
Y'all are all fucking weird.
Once you execute a prisoner, you don't get paid for housing them anymore. That's very true, Mr. Bodangles.
Mm-hmm.
100%. That is what is behind the injustice in our system. And I know that they get appeals and stuff, and they can sit there and like appeal and appeal and appeal and appeal and appeal, and they can go through like however many appeals they get before their eventual fucking execution like 17 years later comes. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. You think that gives like, I don't know, closure to the family? Like, let's say your like son gets murdered, right? And the guy who did it gets the death penalty, and you're like, oh, thank God, justice. And then 17 years later, the motherfucker's still writing you letters from prison while your son has been dead for 17 years. That is not justice. That is not how that shit should work. Like, there needs to be like an element of revenge in there, I think, right? Like, if you kill my son, like, maybe he gets to be the one who like pulls the trigger, or like fucking triggers the mechanism where the floor drops out and the rope fucking strangles him to death by the neck, you know?
Throw his balls in the blender.
And if he doesn't want to, fine. We got people for that. We'll do it for you. You know, you don't want to, we understand. But if you want to, you should be given like the sword to chop his head off. You know, you should be given the gun to the switch or whatever. You know what I mean?
Eye for an eye.
Just got
I hope they fry that bastard. In Charlotte, we haven't. I don't think we've killed anyone since like 2004 or something like that in this state.
What are you about to?
Do you guys still have death penalty or no?
That's what he's getting tried for.
Well, they can't do the we do lethal injection, and we can't. They can't do that anymore. South Carolina started using the firing squad. I think we should bring it back, but we got Democrats in charge of in the governor's mansion right now.
Well, there's also the one down in Alabama that was like hypoxia something or other. That's what they're trying to bring here.
We should use that one. I think we should use that. Should be more widespread.
I remember when I was in grade school, we had to collect butterflies and put them in this book, which meant killing them, right? And the way that we killed the butterflies humanely was you had them in like your little bucket or whatever that you caught them in, and you would take a cotton ball and soak it in alcohol and throw it in the fucking bucket with them, and they would just get like fucking drunk to death. They would just die from that.
Mm. Oh, you're nice. I threw all my bugs in the freezer. 24 hours later, I pinned them to the board.
Psycho.
I mean, I used a magnifying glass, but it was extracurricular.
You ever do the thing where you put a bee in the freezer, you catch a bee and you put him in the freezer, but you don't put him in there so long that he's dead. You just put him until he's like really cold and moves really slowly.
No.
And then you tie a string around him, right? While he's moving slowly. And you let him like thaw out in the sunlight. And then pretty soon you got a bee on a string that you can take for walks.
See, that sounds a little bit serial killery.
Well, I'll tell you what we used to do is we used to take the lightning bugs, rip the ass off of it, and stick it on our ear as earrings on his gloves. Yeah.
You bastard. That's why they're extinct, for your cosmetic pleasure.
Yes. It was horrible. Now that I had thought about it, like, God, that was just horrible.
I remember back in the day, like Colorado, you never see lightning bugs. They just don't live out here. It's too cold or something. I'm not sure. But in the Midwest, bro, like I remember one year we were like in the field or whatever, and there was 10 million fucking lightning bugs flying around.
Oh yeah,
pretty sweet, isn't it?
And we just caught as many as you could catch, and
Yeah.
it was pretty cool.
When you drive past like a soybean field and it's just lit up, it's pretty sweet looking.
It's also one of the things about major cities with all the ambient light, you can't really see the moon at night or the stars.
So you can see
Well,
all
they
that
also
shit.
fog for bugs, so it's just killing the bugs.
I don't know. So I can see the moon, the stars, and everything.
Fucking concrete jungles.
I will say this,
you can probably
Larry,
see more of it. But
you have not seen the stars like you have when you're like on the other side of the mountains in Colorado, away from the city, where everything's actually dark and you can see the Milky Way.
I've been in the mountains of West Virginia. I've seen them.
Have you seen the Milky Way?
I have no idea what it even looks like from the sky. Who knows?
Like there's so much light coming out of. You can see why they call it the Milky Way, because it's a milky white, almost in color.
Right.
How many stars there are, right? And there's no way to see it because most of the stars are so faint that you can't even individuate them as a star. They just kind of look like a pixel in a fucking picture. And yeah, dude, there's it's pretty beautiful. It's hard to describe. You can see why the fucking ancients, before there was electrical light, were obsessed with the stars and with astronomy and stuff.
Good line. It's just a floating chocolate bar in space.
Best thing is now you can
Delicious
see
chocolate bars.
the satellites from Musk in a very weird grid pattern.
Oh yeah, I saw some of those. It was
It's
wild.
weird. Yeah.
It's because the light has gone out in Colorado, says Preston Garvey. I mean, who cares
First off,
if
y'all are crazy.
Who cares if someone extinguishes one more light in the sky? Oh wait, that's a suicide song from that Linkin Park dude.
Yes,
You ever heard
I
that
was just
song?
gonna say that space ain't real. So I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You ever heard that song, One More Light? It's actually a really good song.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a fucking copyright strike.
Sweet. Well, let's throw that lady who's on fire while we're at it.
No, that would be an actual strike.
Is this song
Right.
Is this song gonna bum us out?
Yes, it will.
Oh, how nice.
Oh.
It's the night the lights went out in Georgia.
Are we supposed to be able to hear it?
After listening to this song, you can see why he killed himself.
Allegedly.
What, is there like conspiracy that he didn't kill himself?
Oh, he was definitely murked out, so was Chris Cornell.
Were the signs I ignored? Can I help you not to hurt anymore? We saw brilliance when the world was asleep. There are things that we can have but can't keep. If they say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do.
There you go. It's all play. It's a fucking great song, dude.
It is a good song.
Pretty fucking sad, actually. Especially when you consider that I don't know how long after this song came out that he was actually dead from suicide. but it wasn't long after.
You've heard the theory that Chester Bennington is actually John Podesta's son, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I have not heard that.
That's why they actually call themselves Lincoln Park, because it had to do with government psyops and stuff like that.
I thought they were called Lincoln Park because they're from a place in Chicago called, wait for it, Lincoln Park.
Ooh.
The place I was born at.
You were born in the park?
No, Lincoln Park.
Sure, that's
the neighborhood.
It's a neighborhood.
Yeah.
So you John Podesta's son?
pretty sure that's on the north side.
Yep. The best park there is, the best neighborhood there is in Chicago. I was born there and lived there until we moved to the west side. Oh, I don't regret that at all. At all. It was a great decision.
Oh, happy days.
Yeah. I still go into the neighborhood, look around, cry a little bit. You know.
John Podesta is from Chicago, but is from Jefferson Park. Is that by Lincoln Park?
Fuck is Jefferson Park at? I can't remember right now.
It's the side that still
Jefferson
has
Park.
slaves. Lincoln Freedom.
Jeez.
Jesus. That's Jefferson Davis Park.
There is no legitimate connection between John Podesta and the late Lincoln Park singer Chester Bennington. Rumors claiming they are related originated from the Pizzagate conspiracy and theories communities online and are false. Here are some results confirming the two individuals. Lincoln Park, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So according to AI anyway, which is totally reliable.
Uh-huh.
But
Never
I tend
had
to
AI
trust
lie to
them
me.
I tend to trust them on things like that anyway, when it's like verifiable facts.
You mean like how they trusted the guy who claimed to have whatchamacallit and debunked Pizzagate that was later proven to be a pedophile?
That's the one.
Yeah, well, you know, there's a lot of things. I don't know, man. Fucking,
Okay,
again,
Jefferson Park.
again,
is
if you fuck with
northwest.
kids, you should probably just be burned at the stake in front of everybody, and like the dad of the fucking child should be given the match. You know what I mean?
Or the torch, if you will.
But that would only be in a just society. Hey, we've been going an hour and 40 minutes almost now, which is, you know, that's about par for the course for how long we do this chat for. So we're going to go ahead and shut it down. I do appreciate everyone for being here tonight and for listening and hearing my crazy ranting, raving opinions about the world and things and the state of the world and such. And I apologize for any offenses and yada, 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 because I know I probably offended somebody. Haha. Anyway, deuces, y'all, shana, pre and fridge, troopa to shabanaba to pressure, batacath care, prec to the troops, 2 words, made in America, and we will see you next time. Deuces.
Later.